He'll watch a movie, then he'll tell you all about it. It's the Armstrong Entertainment Show.
Hello everyone and welcome to Armstrong Entertainment. This is Chad here and I saw the movie Logan Lucky, starring Channing Tatum, Adam Driver, Katie Holmes, Riley Keough, Daniel Craig, Seth MacFarlane, and Hilary Swank. There are so many people in this movie, it's ridiculous. It's directed by Steven Soderberg and it's about two brothers, the Logan brothers, played by Channing Tatum and Adam Driver, and they are down on their luck. They're like the Logan brothers. They have this curse attached to them and they just don't have any money, so they decide, hey, let's go rob a Nascar race, because Channing Tatum's character works in construction and he knows of a way to get the money. They also have tons of connections in their hillbilly town in West Virginia, and they figure that they can pull off this heist. Now, it's basically a hillbilly heist, and they call it the Ocean's 7-Eleven, because it's literally Ocean's 11, 12, and 13, but just a little bit more southern and much more unsophisticated. Now, let me start off by saying I did not realize that this movie was supposed to be a comedy going in. I had no idea. I thought it was going to be like this serious movie, like this nitty-gritty Hell or High Water, which I loved last year, and I thought it was going to be more like that. It's not like that. It's basically Ocean's 11, 12, and 13, but not as good. And every single character is the same. Okay, I'll just start off with my complaints. In the opening scene with Channing Tatum and his daughter, I literally felt like I was watching an acting class scene, and it was so bad. I mean, it wasn't so bad, but it was noticeable enough where I can notice them acting. I don't want to put pressure on a little girl. She was cute and everything, but it was just not a good scene, and that was like the beginning of the movie. Then you meet Adam Driver's character, and it kind of went up a little bit for me, and I liked it. Adam Driver was definitely the highlight of the film for me. I thought he played his role perfectly. I thought it was really funny. Channing Tatum was great too. He's not great, but he's Channing Tatum. And they just do this southern thing. I'm like, okay, now you got two brothers. They're kind of the similar character. Fine, that's okay, I understand. They're brothers. But then you start meeting character after character after character, and they're all the same. They're all doing this stupid accent, which was supposed to be funny, but it just came off as annoying after a while. I know it's supposed to be kind of like Fargo-esque in that Minnesota talk, but the hillbilly version, it was just too much. By the time Seth MacFarlane's character came in, which, by the way, I had no idea that was Seth MacFarlane, totally threw me. I was like, who is this horrible actor with this horrible accent that's supposed to be funny that's not? It was like Australian English. I don't know what he was trying to do. It was horrible. I hated his character, and I really thought it was a horrible, horrible choice and choices that he made. And that, honestly, was probably my least favorite part of the movie. So as the movie gets going, you meet more and more characters who are all the same, and you finally meet Daniel Craig, and by that time, I was totally over the film, wasn't interested. Daniel Craig was good in what he did, but the film was just really silly and stupid, and it didn't really explain anything. I didn't believe for a second that these guys could have pulled off what they pulled off. They didn't really explain how they knew how to do all of this. I mean, they kind of did. They didn't really go into it, but like at least in Ocean's 11 and 12 and 13, you believed what they were doing. You believed they could maybe pull this off. With this movie, I was just like, come on, this is so stupid. It just was so many scenes that were unnecessary. The whole Katie Holmes, every single scene she was in, they could have cut out of the movie. They could have cut out so much of this film. I didn't even realize that Riley Keough, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing her name right, Elvis's granddaughter, I didn't even realize she was their sister until halfway through the movie. Now, maybe I'm an idiot, which I am, but I had no idea. I thought her and Channing Tatum were a couple. What? They're not. I guess the only positive thing I would say, it's not even that positive, is I learned a little bit about NASCAR, which I know absolutely nothing about, and I thought that was interesting because I've never seen a film integrating NASCAR and Leanne Rimes singing the national anthem, and Jeff Gordon was there, and some other random race car driver that I'm assuming he's famous, but I have no idea who he is. And then Hilary Swank shows up in the last 20 minutes of the film with another horrible accent that was meant to be funny, that wasn't. It was a total miss for me. I really did not enjoy this film. I would definitely say skip it. I'm sure there will be people who are going to love it because they're just Steven Soderberg fans. There was like 3 people in my audience who were laughing at everything, and the other 90% of the people in the audience didn't laugh at one thing, including myself. I would say skip Logan Lucky. I wouldn't even bother renting it. It's forgettable. Nothing's going to happen with this movie. The end. Until next time.
He'll watch a movie, then he'll tell you all about it. It's the Armstrong Entertainment Show.